It's the kind of matchup that makes college football so great. A bitter rivalry game, a long history of classic games, and a lot of bad blood. Welcome to beautiful Annapolis, Maryland, and the home field for the Navy midshipmen. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the 23rd ranked team, the Navy midshipmen. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Falcons will kick this away to get us going here. Return starts from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. So the Mids offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
And the back now goes in motion. First play looking to throw it. Aggressive call on the opening play. And it's hauled in way downfield. The senior with an outstanding grab there.
How about that? That's the way to start a game. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Catch made in space. Look out. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, midshipmen.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Air Force's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game, guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Ball handed off. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Falcons will send the punt team onto the field. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep to the right side. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They miss this one, but keep throwing in the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Extending the play now. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Here he goes. Makes the defender miss. Touchdown, Navy. There was no catching him that time.
Wow, 1 minute this quarterback is surveying the field for an open receiver. The next, he's pulling it down, tucking the football, and putting into the end zone for touchdown himself.
Now the all-important extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Second down after that run on the previous play. The big fullback's got it here. He shreds the tackle. Breaks an open space. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball. Dependable in picking up first downs.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. Getting set. Here's second down. They're going to run the option. It's a fumble behind the line. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
What a great job by this defense of stringing out that option and making the quarterback hesitant on whether to keep or to pitch. And because he was hesitant, it allowed the defense to get to him to knock that ball loose.
And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, it is incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum. And a chance at a big play.
Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw.
That's 2 straight plays by this defense. Really put in a tough spot here coming out with a short field. But let's see if they can dial up a little more pressure here on 3rd down.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to splinter in the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Navy.
Chris, I can't believe the quarterback took it all the way to the end zone. That is a big-time play. The defense, to their credit, had everybody covered, but they forgot to account for the mobility of this quarterback and sure made him pay for it.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Harris. Here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounced back from that right away. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Look out, room to run here. Muscles past the defender. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. We'll try to run it with the option. QB decides to keep it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Second down, we're going to throw it. The receiver grabs it. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. And Kurt, it's Navy in the lead. And as we reach the end of 1, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Caught in the flat by the running back. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Falcons will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. See if he can make something happen with the return. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28. Navy is lined up quickly here. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Heaves it deep down the middle. Back to the end zone, he could not get his foot down. It's incomplete. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. So second down after the incompletion. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made quickly, but gain to the 5-yard line. It's first and goal.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football. Here we go. Navy lines up first and goal.
And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Second down and goal. Run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Midshipman.
The hammer. Second down and goal. Who better than the big fullback to get behind that big bruising offensive line? Old school touchdown for this offense.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Falcons offense is on the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. They begin to click now. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. And the quarterback dropping back, using his legs on the scramble, slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Falcons will have to kick this away. And they've got the returner corralled. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they heave it deep downfield. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Kristen, defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
Running out of time in the pocket. He's going to take off here. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back.
A deep shot right down the middle. And that's incomplete, way off target. Had a man wide open. That's on the quarterback. Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. Makes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's looking deep again. Catch made down inside the 25. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
How about that? The receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for his defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Wide open downfield. And finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the 4th quarter, it really starts to wear you out.
The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime. It doesn't feel like this thing's already over. Just a first half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
Lining up to try the extra point. The PAT is no good. Wow. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now on the 25. Play action here on first down. The pocket breaking down. Looks left and finds his target there. Powering through the defender. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Quarterback drops back. Bringing pressure. Now the pass rush gets home. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. The pass rush closing in. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. They got him again. He's like a statue back there. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. Navy will kick it off as we start the second half. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. They were reeling in the first half. It's a massive deficit to try to make up as we start the third quarter. Breaks into the clear.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions were flying around early, right?
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Here's the option play. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And the Falcons will bring their punt team onto the field. And he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. We'll see what he can do with the return. Great cut, they whiff on him. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Caught inside the red zone and still running. Touchdown, Navy. He wins the foot race to the end zone. And momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run the option. And they hand it off to the back. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Hunter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Breaks an open space. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The Falcons will bring their punt team on the field now. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. Choosing to return the punt. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Looking deep down the right side. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressive.
And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, midshipman.
We see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The kickoff will be returned. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go into keeper.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab by the receiver. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And Kirk, it's Navy in the lead. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. play in what has been a beatdown so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They'll try the option play here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Johnson. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, that's another sack. I got to turn to the statistician. I've lost track. There's been so many. Can't we just call this game? In all honesty, they should start considering a mercy rule like they do in college baseball or softball. Enough.
They'll kick it away here. He's going to try to return the punt. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? On the move now. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. Caught near the goal line. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
But another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. 1st and goal from the 3. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Navy.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Extra point splits the uprights. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Falcons offense is on the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Pressure is coming. Looks like he's going to run it. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Defense is coming after him. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
I'm surprised they're still throwing the football. At this point in the game, just run the football, work the clock, and get the heck out of here and get ready for next week.
And the Falcons will send their punt team onto the field. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. 2 backs now flanking the quarterback. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Off the play fake on 1st down. Moves out of the pocket. He's got a receiver wide open here. Tackle finally made on at the 13-yard line. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
End zone ahead. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run. The midshipmen come to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll take the return and try to get some better. This is the football. The scramble is on. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Scanning the field, it's Johnson.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
2nd and long, backed up at the 8-yard line. Wants to throw it. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The Falcons will line up to punt it away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to scramble. The sure hands. It's Howard. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, midshipmen.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Send the back in motion. Here's a carry for the fullback. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Here's the second down play.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? To throw, it's Johnson. He's running out of time here. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival. You get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.